Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Radha
Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari
Radha Madhava
Gopi Jana Vallabha
Girivardhari Yashodanandana Brajadana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari
Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tiravanachari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tiravanachari Yashodanandana
Yamuna Tiravanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram
संकीर्तन की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं दूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्यति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेष्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। Hare Krishna, welcome all of you. I'm going to tell you a short story, after which I'll ask you a question. Let us see how many of you catch this story. Once upon a time, there were some few people completely fast asleep, lying in the side of the road, somewhere in a village. And one gentleman came with a basket of varieties of fruits. He had nicely, freshly cut fruits in different plates. He had, pineapple, he had mangoes, he had grapes, he had oranges, he had apples, different kinds of fruits. So he woke up those sleeping people and asked them, pick up any of the plate you like from this. Of course, like yesterday, you were all raising hand for one of the juices, isn't it? Like that, each of those fellows, lying fellows, they got up and they picked up a plate and they started eating. It was delicious, ripe fruits. And after eating, they asked for a second serving. He gave them a little more. And then when they wanted a third serving, he told them that if you want to enjoy this, then you have to come with me. Follow me. I'll take you to a place where you will get such fruits in abundance without any limit. Come with me. So, of course, they got up and started walking. But some fellows walked a little bit. They felt, oh, sun is too hot. We are sweating. We are not going to go with you. They took a U turn and came back. Again, they lied down in the same place where they were lying. There were others who followed him a distance, after which their legs were paining. They were a bit tired. Then suddenly, on the side of the road, they found something. It was like a deserted area which they were going through. But in the side of the road, they found an oasis. There were some coconut trees and palm trees around the small pond. They asked him, "Is that the place he was telling us?" The man said, "No, that's not the place." But they said, "It's all right. We would like to go there. If you want, you proceed." So they took a detour, went to that place, drank some water, again continued lying under the tree there. And then they thought we can anyway climb up the tree and pick up some coconut and palm fruits. We'll go on with that. They were thinking. And the man anyway proceeded ahead with the others following him. It was certainly a long walk and a bit tiresome. But suddenly, the people started feeling some soothing, cooling wind. Although it was very hot all the while. They asked the man, "What is this new experience we are getting? It's like being in an AC room." They're feeling a cooling sensation. What is it? He said, "We are very close to the place I had promised you that I am taking you. You all have faithfully followed me. Now, very soon you are going to reach the destination," he said. And then soon he took them to a place where there was a large fort, huge wall, a big gate for which he had the key with him. So he opened the gate, pushed the door, took them all in, and there they were. Lot of orchards were there. There were mango orchards, there were banana orchards, the pineapple orchards, jackfruit orchards, like that. And he told them, any fruit of your choice you can eat now. And this is unlimited, as long as you wish. And you can stay here forever, he told them. So, there's a great moral for this story. Let me see who can tell me. Who is the man who came there? Who is the man who came there?
Guru.
Is the Guru. Haribol! Found out. Then, who are the people who are lying there? Yes? Yes, all the living entities. In this world, those who are lying. So it's like material world. And when he served them different plates of fruits, what are those different fruits he was giving? Yes? He's saying prasadam and scriptural knowledge is telling. Anybody else? Yes? Behind? He's saying devotional service. Okay. Anybody else want to add to that?
Mahamantra.
Huh?
Mahamantra.
The Mahamantra is saying. Okay. Yes? Happiness is saying. Love towards God. Okay. Actually, he was offering them different types of devotional service. Like, for example, in the Mangalarati, you have chanting japa, Rathayatra, or eating prasad, all these different activities which you all experience in the devotional organization, correct, no? Anything that is connecting you to the Lord through certain activity, correct, no? So he gave them those fruits. Like some of you may like singing, some of you may like dancing, some of you may like worshipping the deity, some of you may like going out on book distribution, some of you may like prasadam, some of you may like sitting and attending classes and asking questions. So different devotees like different type of devotional services. They are like the different fruits which he was giving them. Like Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Archanam, Mandanam, Padasevanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedana, Navvida Bhakti, all that he was distributing. Now, after tasting it, they wanted more because devotion service is very joyfully performed, isn't it? So, after you perform a little bit, you want more. Just like your prasad, you would like to have a second help if it is very nice, isn't it? Like that, they all asked more. He gave a little more. But then he told them, if you want continuously, you have to come with me, correct now? When he took them, some fellows took a U-turn and came back. Who are they? Yes? Yes? Loudly? What is it? Huh? He's saying third class devotees. Correct. Yesterday you must have heard about third class, second class, and first class. Correct. Very good. So the third class fellows, they are not those who have developed faith yet. Correct, no? Nor do they have knowledge also much. So they take a U-turn and come back. Very good. And there were others who followed him, but then they saw an oasis on their side. What is the oasis? Heavenly planets, yeah. So heavenly planets appears like attractive, but it is somewhere midway. Yeah.
Celestial paradise, a realm of eternal bliss and divine splendor. At the heart of Swargaloka lies Amaravati, the dazzling city of the gods, where King Indra, along with wife Indrani, reigns from his magnificent palace, Vijayanta. 33 million devas reside in Swarga, major demigods like Agni, god of fire, Vayu, god of wind, Varuna, god of waters, Kubera, god of wealth, Yama, god of death, Chandra, moon god, Surya, sun god, Kamadeva, god of love, and goddess like Rati, goddess of passion, Ganga, goddess of the sacred rivers, Tara, Rohini, and Arundhati reside here. The Apsaras and Gandharvas perform daily, their artistry weaving a tapestry of transcendental beauty. Every note, every step is a celebration of life. It's a realm where divine celestial animals like Uchchai Shravas, divine flying horse, Kamadhenu, bestower of desired boons, and Airavata flying elephant which guards heaven roam freely. Imagine a garden where every flower blooms forever, where rivers flow with rejuvenating nectar, and the Kalpavriksha grants every wish. This is Nandanavana, the jewel of Swargaloka. Life here is a dreamscape, where time stands still, youth lasts forever, and every moment is a celebration. Is Swargaloka forever? Is Moksha greater than Swarga? Ready to dive deeper into the detailed description of Swargaloka in Hindu cosmology? Full movie will be live on our channel. Stay tuned to Chronicle.
You got an idea of how the Sarga looks, isn't it? So when you hear about Sarga, you feel like going there, huh? But although they say it lasts forever, it doesn't last forever. Actually, it's a very long period. Like we live 70, 80 years. These fellows live 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 5 lakh, sometimes 10 lakh years also they may live. Huh? So therefore it looks like it's forever. It's not forever. Kshine punye martyalokam vishanti. Huh? Krishna says, when punya is over, 5, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, they'll come back. Huh? Like that. And hell, you go to hell, -3, -2, -1, 0. Again you're back on earth. Huh? These two places, heaven and hell, are within this universe only. Huh? Your punya is over, you'll be back here. Just like in a company, they give you leave travel allowance, right? No? You know, LTA? Along with 1 week, 10 days leave they give you. Just go to some Shimla or Nainital, some kind of hill station with the family, enjoy for a week, then back to work again. It's like that. Enjoy your punya, come back. So some people get lost in this kind of attractions, what you saw just now. They go to the side. And then there were others who followed him further, isn't it? It was still scorching heat and they tolerated and went ahead. And they started feeling a cooling sensation. What was that place? Brahma Jyoti. Who said that? Very good. Haribha. Correct. Brahma Jyoti. Yeah? Because there you are liberated from the pains, pangs of the material miseries. It's a 0, 0. From negative axis, you can't do 0, 0. Then he told them, very soon we are going to reach the destination. Then he took them to that place with a big wall and a big door, which he opened, and they all entered. What is that place? That is Vaikunta planets, spiritual world. He took them all. So they all were ready to pay the price. Correct, no? Now you can take your book with you. You have the booklet with you. Come to page number 49. Spiritual world, world of myth and Mary. Material world, world of hurry and worry. Can take that. One time, now You keep the book with you. Whenever I tell you, you can refer to that at that time. Okay. One time, devotees in America were distributing books. Some people came and told the devotees, "Why are you guys chanting, dancing? Huh? You guys are too sentimental and emotional people. Hmm? Look at us. We are very grave. We just sit and meditate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So we are sober, and you guys are very emotional." And they said, "We are free from all emotions," they were saying. So the devotees came back to Prabhupada and said, "Prabhupada, these guys are teasing us when we go for chanting and dancing in the street. What do you say?" Prabhupada said, "They are Mayavadis." Prabhupada said, "These Mayavadis, hmm, they are saying that there is no need of any emotion." Prabhupada said, "If somebody has no emotion, he is a stone," he said. A living entity's symptom is affection. Either you have to be attached to God or you'll be attached to Maya. There has to be either of the attachment. And that is why Prabhupada said many of the Mayavadi sannyasis, they may take even sannyas and go to Himalayas and they many times return back and get again married. Or they get into social activities, social welfare activities, or they open hospitals, schools. You will find that many of them do such things. So Prabhupada said, yeah, Jivatma cannot be without emotion. Even Lord Chaitanya is telling, Shunyaitam Jagat Sarvam Govinda Virahena me, he's saying. I am feeling Govinda Viraha, he's saying. I am longing for Krishna. Where is Lord Krishna? I was searching. So, Prabhupada said, this emotion is spiritual emotion, emotion towards God. One boy was telling Prabhupada, Swamiji, you are all saying you are loving Krishna, that's all right. But I love a girl, is it all right? Prabhupada said, love for a girl is mundane. Love for Krishna is divine. Girl's beauty will be finished, but Krishna's beauty is everlasting. And your relationship with this girl in this life, next life you may be a dog and she may be a cat. You don't know where you go. This love will take you, this is not going to elevate you. The mundane love purifies your heart. Divine love purifies your heart. You want to be purified or putrefied? Purified. No? So, then Prabhupada thought, now the devotees are going out and distributing books. Then he wrote this book called as Nectar of Devotion. Then he told them, this is the law book of ISKCON, Prabhupada said, because this is based on the Srimad Bhagavatam and Vedanta Sutra. Prabhupada said, let devotees be aware of what is the spiritual emotion that exists in spiritual world between Lord and the devotees. So therefore, here you come below here, you can see eternal dharma of every living entity. One of you read that? What is my dharma or duty or occupation?
Animal versus human. For one to be human, he must have some dharma. Example, if a man marries woman, he has to do job and maintain wife and children. That is dharma in family life. If a boy is is a student, he has to go to college, obey his teacher and parents, get degree and do a job. If a woman is married, she has to be chaste to her husband and not elope with another man like a dog. Merchant won't take profit over 25%. No, that I hike up price to 500 times, that's a dharma.
So everybody has a dharma. Like you see, housewife has a dharma, boy has a dharma, college student. Similarly, married man has a dharma. Similarly, the dharma of the soul is called Bhagavata dharma. The soul towards God. Now see the next page, I have shown picture of a Hindu, Christian and Muslim, all of them doing worship, isn't it? You will see in every dharma there is worship. Even if you go to a slum, you will find a small temple there. That is the symptom of a human being. Where there is a human being, there must be a temple. Therefore, human minus religion is animal. One does not have any natural worship. You'll find that everywhere people bow down to God in some form or other. Like one time I happened to be in an airport. I was waiting for a plane, but the plane got delayed due to the fog. They said it'll take 2 to 3 hours delayed. Wondering, is there some calm place where I can chant? So I was just walking around looking for a serene setting. So then I found a prayer room. For the first time I saw, oh, here is a prayer room in the airport. Is it a temple or what is there inside? I was curious. So I pushed the door and went in. But already there were a couple of fellows there. There was a Muslim sitting and doing namaz. There was a Christian chanting Hail Mary also. He had beads also. And both the fellows had malas with them. I also sat and chanted Hare Krishna. Continue. So one fellow came and clicked the photo. All three of us was with bead bag. Were chanting. I wish I had that photo with me. So it was somewhat like this, what you see here, isn't it? All three people. So all the three fellows are actually bowing down to one supreme God, isn't it? Bowing down to God. Even Muslims do namaskar, like we do Panchanga Pranam, they also do, correct? Christians also kneel down. They also bow down. And all the religions, you have the habit of folding the palm, of expressing our supplication. External attire may be different. One fellow may wear a topi and beard, he may have, and we may have tilak and shika, we may have. Christian may have this cross, and they have a slightly different type of thing. But ultimately, all are expressing their subordination to God, isn't it? So Prabhupada said, "This I am a Muslim, I am a Hindu, I am a Christian. This is mundane dharma. It's on the bodily platform. This will create quarrel. You will see that people have enmity, hatred, based on the superficial appearance and everything. But the Bhagavata Dharma means it's Dharma of the soul. It's a Dharma of the soul, love for God. Who practiced it? Anybody knows in Srimad Bhagavatam, one great personality who practiced Bhagavad Dharma? Yes. Prahlad. And Prahlad Maharaj, when he was practicing, his father, did he like it? He was deadly against it. He tried to stop it. He arranged the Prahlad to go to a Gurukula, where there were two teachers. What are the names? Shanda and Amaraka. These two people were, appointed to train Prahlad to become a first-class demon. They said, learn about economic development, how to make money. Learn about diplomacy and politics. Learn about, how to divide the world as friends and enemies. Make allies with friends and defeat the enemies. And especially we should be against demigods, against devatas, against Supreme Lord. You have to be anti-Vishnu. Now you may say, oh, how you are such a cruel person. But modern times also, there are many colleges where they will not allow any kind of value education or ethics or morality to be taught as part of the subjects, or spirituality. It's taboo. But they will teach all mundane subjects. In fact, there are many, many institutions where people are, I don't want to mention the names, but there are many, many colleges where they say, just enjoy, eat, drink, and be merry. Demon means, what is the meaning of Asura? Asu means instant. Ra means Raman. Asura means enjoy immediately now. Who has seen tomorrow? Don't worry. And these Asura Putras had come to study in that Gurukula. They all were thinking about enjoying only life. But Prahlad Maharaj came. When Prahlad Maharaj was put in the Gurukul to study, but Prahlad Maharaj was very sincere soul. He was a devotee of the Lord.
हमने तुमको सिखाया क्या और तुमने महाराज को बताया क्या? बताया क्या? मैंने जो कहा.
They go to the Himalayas, Gangotri, Yamunotri, and they dip themselves up to neck in chill cold water. In summer, they put 5 fires around themselves. 4 fires and then 1 fire from the top also, which they carry sometimes a red hot coal in a pot on their head. Why they put these kinds of austerities? To get rid of the bodily consciousness. Because they think otherwise we have enjoying mentality, bhogavriti. To give up that, in summer they heat their body, in winter they put their body in chill water. And he's saying, Hari ke milan ka ye riti nahi hai. This is not the way you get the Supreme Lord, he's saying. Uske liye ek hi sadhan. What is the ek sadhan? Chanting. So chanting of the holy name is a very easy way. You can go back to Godhead. You don't have to torture your body like the Hatha yogis, like that he's saying. He's saying, many pujaris in this world who worship Shiva or Kali, they say, if you want to get rid of all your problems, you give a goat or a chicken as an offering to God. And sometimes in certain festivals, they kill 1,000 goats, 2,000 goats also. Like that they kill. You may be knowing in Nepal, they have one function where 5,000 buffaloes are cut. Like that they kill large number of animals. He's saying, Himsa se hari dur rakhe hain. He's saying, Lord Hari never is happy with himsa, killing innocent creatures like chicken or the goat and other things. Actually, Sitaram, Lakshmi Narayan, and Radha Krishna worship is done with Tulasi Manjari and vegetarian food. Correct, no? We offer with Tulasi, and it's very pure worship, and it's a Sattva type of worship. And those who eat such prasad also, they are very mild-natured people. They are always, they will never unnecessarily harm other creatures. Even an ant, they will not want to cause harm. What to speak of cutting the neck of a, chicken? Like one boy, small boy, saw his father was catching a cock, big cock. You know cock? Huh? So he was catching the neck of the cock and cutting with a knife. Huh? It was making sound like that. Huh? And the father was he was laughing and cutting. Huh? And the son was telling, Papa, yesterday evening, you were cutting nail and little bit the blade went in. It was bleeding. You were jumping up and down. Huh? And then you put a band-aid and everything. But don't you connect and see, even cutting a little part of finger is causing you so much pain, and you're cutting the neck of the poor creature. Huh? Why don't you feel some sympathy? His father didn't listen to the boy. Ha 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 ha, he was cutting. He was the Hiranyakashipu father. Cutting. So no sympathy. So you can see that when you become a Krishna devotee, chant Hare Krishna, you will develop that ahimsa. Unnecessarily you will not harm any creature. That's what he is saying. Himsa se hari dur rahe hain. Lord Hari is never happy with such himsa. Matu pita hai Narayan is saying. Lord Narayana is your Lord is your mother, Lord is your father. And Bandhu Sakha hai is saying. He is your relative and he is your friend. He is saying. Why? Because in this world, our mother and father are really wonderful people, but at the time of death, neither can they save themselves nor can they save us also. When they get old, they will pass and go. When we get old, we pass and go away. We all are like jivas moving here and there. We have come together as a family. But then, just like mango leaves fall from a tree in a river, 4 or 5 leaves come together and they go to some distance. And then afterwards they get separated, never to meet again. Then they meet other group of leaves and they go with them. Correct, no? Like that, it's such a situation. So he is telling that in this world, Mitra means social friend, Bandhu means blood relative. Even Bandhu and Mitra also in this world cannot be always with us. But the Supreme Lord at the time of death goes with the jiva. Correct, no? When we die, when the body is taken to graveyard, the sun also will come and put fire to the body and go away. But when the Atma comes out of the body, who goes with him? Krishna only goes as super soul, Paramatma. Therefore he is saying, he is a Bandhu Sakha hai, Narayan, he says. Then he is saying, Guru ki Vidya Narayan. The Vidya that Guru gives you is for what? To go back to Godhead. From material world to spiritual world. So that is also, the Supreme Lord only has given that knowledge. Raja Vidya. Brahma Vidya is given. And Yoga Tapasya Narayan is saying, our chanting of Hare Krishna, or Yoga, or Tapasya, that is also taught by the Lord, which ultimately leads us to the Lord. In this way, he is inspiring friends to... Even the teachers got influenced by Prahlad's preaching. All of you have to preach in a college like Prahlad. See, he made the whole school, whole Gurukula into devotees, correct, no? Is it easy to make demons into devotees? Very difficult. They must be eating meat, drinking wine. Day in and day out, they are hearing anti-Vishnu preaching against Supreme Lord. But you can see Prahlad preach to them. So, what inspired these boys? See, what Prahlad told them, one verse I will show you, one of the verses. Let's repeat this verse. Yata hi purushasyeha Vishnu padopasarpanam Yadesha sarva bhutanam Priya Atmeshwara Suhrid. He told his friends that, this is a translation is here, you can see that. Read that, one of you has the mic with you.
The human form of life afford ones a chance to return home back to Godhead. Therefore, every living entity, especially in human form of life, must engage in devotional service to the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. This devotional service is natural because Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the most beloved, the master of the soul, and the well-wisher of all other living entities, living beings.
Yeah. So three things he has said. Correct, no? These three qualities he has said. He's saying Priya, Atmeshwara, Suhrit is saying. Uh, See, three qualities he's saying. Most beloved, master of the soul, well-wisher of other living entities. Priya means for Atma, the Lord is very Priya. Just like for all of you, because your body has come from your mother and father, they are very dear to you, correct, no? Similarly, we are whose part and parcel? Krishna's part and parcel, which is a famous verse. Mamaivamsho jivaloke jivabhuta sana. Therefore, he said that for the jiva, Lord is very dear, he said. Second, he is saying Atmeshwar, he is master of the soul, he said. Naturally, one should serve the master. Huh? At home, your mother is master for you. In the school, your headmaster is master. College, principal is master. Company, there is a boss who is master. For eternally, our master is Krishna. Huh? And then thirdly, he said, he Suhrit is a heart-to-heart well-wisher. He's always thinking of you. Even when you're sleeping, he's watching you. Huh? He's always trying to do good for you. He's providing you food, providing you accommodation, everything he's doing for you. So he told his friends, therefore we should do bhakti yoga, he said. Then the boys asked him the question. One more verse. Tat prayaso na kartavya yata ayur jayah param na tatha vindate kshemam mukunda charanambujam. Read the translation.
Endeavors merely for sense gratification or material happiness through economic development are not to be performed. For
Basically what he's saying, simply don't make money for Indriya Tarpan, he's saying. Huh? That will not make life happy.
For they result only in a loss of time and energy with no actual profit. If one's endeavors are directed toward Krishna consciousness, one can surely attain the spiritual platform of self-realization. There is no such benefit from engaging oneself in economic development.
See, nowadays the whole world is talking about money, 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 money is honey. Correct, no? And Prahlad is saying just the opposite. Huh? He is saying, yes, money is like honey, my friend, because the honeybees collect a lot of honey in the honeycomb. But one day a farmer comes with a fire torch and drives away the honeybees. Correct, no? And he takes the honeycomb and goes away. You know? In the same manner, sometimes your money is stolen by thieves. Or you saved your money till the last breath, then you leave the money in the bank and you go away. Either the money leaves you or you leave the money. Correct or not? One boy was in Africa, in Durban. So he told me, 4 years he gathered money and purchased a very costly laptop. And night he was working. Suddenly from the window, two hands came in. One hand had a gun with a gloves. Another hand also had a gloves. It was doing like this. And then he was watching, who is that? And that fellow was wearing some kind of, what do you call it, a mask kind of thing. Only eyes were open. As he was doing. So the boy was wondering, should I give it or not? Okay, how many of you will give away your laptop to that fellow? Almost half of them. Okay, how many of you will not give? Oh, they are confident fellows, eh? Some of them don't want to give. See, if you don't give, he will shoot you and he'll take the laptop and go. Correct, no? Gun is already ready. And if you try to catch the gun and pull it or something, he will shoot on your face. It's very dangerous. So out of the two, which is important? Your life is important or laptop is important? Yeah. You can always get one more laptop later. Life is important. So this boy gave away. But he was telling me how you accumulate money, money leaves you like this. Or nobody stole you anything from you, lifelong you saved, at the time of death, you leave money. Ultimately, your money is not enjoyed by you. When you leave, say 20 lakhs or 50 lakhs you left and went, who is going to enjoy it? Yeah, somebody else will enjoy it. You will not be. That's what he told. This money will leave you, my friends, he said. But if you do Krishna consciousness, Krishna will never leave you. You will go with Krishna, to Krishna. That's what he told his friends. Don't, and also people earn money to do sense gratification, then they go to hell by doing sense gratification. He said, but if you use your time and energy in Krishna service, you will go back to God. So he powerfully preached to them. Now you come to your booklet here. Here you see mundane dharma, apara dharma, and spiritual dharma is paro dharma. Dharma actually means occupation, which you cannot change. Dharma is occupation, like a lawyer, carpenter, engineer, doctor. All these things, they all have some kind of occupation. They have the duty to do. Doctor has his duty, lawyer has his duty, isn't it? So below I have given, if you see, somebody born in India is feeling it's my duty to serve my country. Somebody born in Pakistan thinks he has to serve his country. But both these occupational duties are apara, which means they are mundane. Para means transcendental. Please repeat that verse. Savaipam sam paro dharmo yatho bhaktiradhokshaje. So which meaning of this is what? Every human being, every jiva has a dharma to God which is called soul's dharma. Like right now you are all born in India, so you think I am Indian, so I am serving India. If any of you here from Telugu, you speak Telugu here? Any of you? Yeah. So in case in your college there's a Telugu club, you may join, correct now? People join. Because you think, I am Telugu, so I am joining Telugu club. But is your Telugu permanent to the soul? Soul only speaks in Telugu always? No. Like now I am born in Tamil Nadu, I speak Tamil. So every time you take a different body, your language is going to change. Every time you are reborn, your country is going to change. Whereas every time you are reborn, you will see that the soul's connection with Krishna, that is never changing. Therefore, it is called Parodharma. Is that clear to everybody? That's the point is made here. Therefore, Sarvadharman Mamekam, that is called Parodharma, Bhagavad Dharma. Saying. So next page, Prabhupada is saying, the first duty is to obey God, then learn to love God. First become obedient through Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, and then Bhakti in this. And then, see, later I have said Bhoga Vritti, Seva Vritti. Yesterday also we discussed, correct now? About the Bhoga Vritti and Seva Vritti we said in your booklet. So, I have given the example. Okay, let me ask you a question. I can at least think of 5 differences between a servant maid serving a a servant maid is appointed to take care of a baby. Or a mother is taking care of the same baby. What are the differences? 5 differences I can think of at least. Anybody? Yes? The mic, give the mic to him, no? Where's the mic with you? Yeah, good. Yes? What is this? Yeah.
Servant always doing his work duty as a work, but mother care his baby with love.
Exactly, good. And then one behind? Mother's love is selfless love, correct. And what about servant maid? Is there any love at all? Love for money only. Imagine the neighborhood house has another baby, they say we will give you, instead of 2,000 rupees, we'll give you 3,000. Immediately she will switch over there. Because her connection is not to this baby. Her connection is to money. That's the second thing. And then behind, yeah, yes. Give the mic to him, yeah. Yeah. Anybody that side, yeah? Loudly. He's saying mother will be very attentive and careful while taking care of the child. Servant maid may be little careless. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes.
Servant will perform duty for only a particular time, like on 9 to 5, and mother is 24 hours available.
Suppose 9 to 5 servant maid will do, she is ready to come for 2 more hours, provided you give 1 more 1,000 rupees.
Yes.
She will say, I can come longer, but it's all based on money. Whereas mother will even wake up at midnight also. Correct, no?
Yes,
yeah, yes?
Mother doesn't expect anything in return. And
A mother doesn't expect anything from the child. She just wants to see the child happy. Whereas servant maid is expecting some salary, some incentives in case she works little more. If salary is stopped, servant maid has nothing to give and take with the child. But mother has no expectation from child, correct? Yes, yeah? Mother does sacrifice, correct? He's saying mother won't get irritated. He's saying even a child cries in the midnight. Huh? Behind? Yes.
Prabhu, servant service related to lust, and mother service is without lust. Mother.
What is the rest? What is it?
Lust means related to his salary.
Correct, correct, correct. It has some mundane motive behind it. Yes? Give the mic. That point is already covered about mother doing with love. Yeah? Now he's saying the baby's heart is filled with love because of mother's sacrificing nature. Let us take some answers from this side, yeah? Mother can tolerate the child's pranks. Yeah, he's saying mother continues to care for the child all the while without seeking anything, but servant maid is appointed only when the child is small. It's a temporary period of time. Relationship is not permanent. Okay. Yeah. He's saying mother will only give what the child needs for nourishment. Sometimes servant maid is not very attentive about what the child is picking up and eating.
Mother has and care, but the servant may be envious and lusty.
A mother may be
mother has always love, care, and affection for the baby, but the servant has
servant doesn't even have any kind of feeling for the child.
Yes.
She does it more like a job. Huh? So now you all understand it very clearly. A clear difference between the two. In the same manner, you will see that in this world, people who go to God also, is our attitude towards God like that servant maid or like that mother? This we all should ask. Because servant maid is working only for money. Similarly, there are many people who go to temple to God and say, God, give me this, give me that. Correct, no? So, once the problem is solved, do they again go to God? They don't go. Huh? So, you all have studied about ascending from fear to desire to duty to... How many of you remember going through that? In the previous Sankalp camp, we have done that. Achha, only some hands are... How many of you don't remember these 4 stages? Fear, desire, duty, love. You don't remember this? Who hasn't done this? Please be honest. I will tell you a little bit about it. Anybody who don't remember doing these 4 stages? There are a few hands up. Okay. See, very easy to understand these 4 things. Like once I asked a group of 8 standard boys, why are you studying? One boy said, nahi to papa pitai karenge. He said, out of fear he is studying. Correct. Similarly, some people do religion because if you don't, accept Jesus, you will be sent to hell. Out of fear, they, correct, repent or burn, like that they say. That kind of preaching out of fear. That's a very low motivator it is. And higher than that is, another boy asked, why are you studying? He said, Papa ne bola, agar mujhe first rank milega, mujhe Pulsar bike denge. He said. So his motive is what? Yeah, he has a desire. Similarly, people think, if you go to God, that's a very Jagrat deity. If you go there, anything you ask, the deity will give you. Correct, no? Many people go to various temples to ask God for something. Similarly, another boy was telling, why are you studying? I said, padhna hi padega. School mein paisa bharti kar diya. Admission ho gaya. Kya kare bhai padhna hi. Similarly, people say, ठीक है, भगवान ने ये सब दिया है, हमारा ड्यूटी है हाजिर करना, हमारा भगवान को जाकर सलाम मार के आना मंदिर में. Some people say like this and go. Correct, no? But the last boy, I asked him, why are you studying? He said, I want to see a smile on the face of my parents. I want to make them happy. Similarly, if somebody going to God to make God happy, that means that is on which platform? Love. So that's what in ISKCON you will learn this. Parodharma. Parodharma means like Prahlad Maharaj. He simply wanted to please Lord Vishnu. He had no other motivation. Like the mother's love for the child, I told you. That's what is mentioned here in this place. Like you will see in a company, say, any of you is working here or all are students? And all are students only. Sometimes we get working people also sometimes. So, like a boy is working in a company. Has he fallen in love with the boss that is working? No. He's working because he gets... When salary stops, what will stop? Work also will stop. Correct, no? So, in this world, we only do motivated work. Whereas the love means there is no other motivation. Like one of the boys was telling, mother is just sacrificing herself for the child. She has no expectation from the child. That is actually mundane love. Still, it is so attractive. You can imagine God's love for the Jiva and Jiva's love for God is completely on a pure platform of love. See the picture I have shown here, mother, father, feeding the child something and boy something, and the waiter is smiling just for a tip, isn't it? We have shown those things. Below I shown stunted material love versus perennial spiritual love. Go to the next page, page 52. Uh, uh, so that point that is written there is this, that even though your mother loves you so much, you all have affection for parents, but then eventually in this world, after some time, the relationship is finished. 80, 100 years, they pass away, we pass away, correct now? Whereas that love gives you a glimpse of there must be some eternal spiritual love, of which that love we feel at home is a small, what do you call it, sample of that, correct? No? How many of you, when you finish your college, after the exams, you go home, you feel very happy to return home? Correct, no? Yes, and otherwise you are in the hostel eating, correct, no? Hostel, sometimes they put damalu, they cook sometimes chole and all these things they cook, which are not very attractive for you, but at home, mother will cook nice things and give you, right? At home, you can throw your clothes to mother to wash. Home is a place where you relax, correct, no? Joyful place. So this home in this world, which is 70, 80, 100 years home, that is making you so happy. How much more the eternal home must be happy, you can think. You get an idea about it. So below you come, the middle of the page, 52, three words are used there. Ahaituki, apratihata, yatmasu prasidati. When the love is without motivation, without interruption, it satisfies the soul. So in the next page, I have explained the ahaituki. You can see that. See, the next page. No, below, in the same page, I have explained below. People are asking, same thing, what I told you just now. Oh God, give us our daily bread. That means you have some demand. That's the hetu. Ahitaki means, I have given the example, see there in page number 53 top. Sudama gave chipped rice. Hanuman went to find Sita. Shabari gave fruit, tasted fruit. Vidrani gave banana peel. Yashoda gave butter. Fruit and lady gave fruits. Did any of them ask anything from Krishna? Yeah, that's called as Ahaituki. Ahaituki means you do bhakti without expecting anything in return. Somebody was telling me, but Prabhuji, you want to go back to Godhead. Is it not a hetu? What do you say? Like you are all doing bhakti so that you can go back to? Is it not a motive? Where is the mic? He is saying we have motive to serve the Lord after going there. We don't want to relax in an easy chair. Yes? The mic to him.
बिकॉज वो हमारा ही घर है सर, तो हमारे अपने घर ही जा रहे, तो इसमें कोई मोटिवेशन नहीं होना।
वेरी गुड। ही सेइंग वो तो हमारे ही घर है, हमारे माँ बाप के पास जाने के लिए इसमें गलती क्या है? अरे वो गलत है। सी इफ अगर कोई बच्चा अनाथ हो गया, सड़क में रो रखा है, आप माँ बाप के पास जाना चाहता है, गलती क्या है उसमें? रिटर्निंग बैक टू होम इज योर बर्थ राइट. You have the right to go, because you are not asking to get anything else other than going home and being with the parents. Very good point. And another point I have given, apratihata, you see in the page 53. For example, Krishna is Lakshmipati, correct? No? Does he ever say, my devotee should be at least Karodapati? Does he say that? No. Even poor Sudama could be a devotee, correct? No? Like that I have shown. Yeah. Poor man cannot meet Prime Minister, but poor Sudama could meet Krishna. Uneducated man cannot become teacher, but illiterate bhaktas can become acharyas, like our Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. A woman may not be able to study Vedas, but Kunti, Draupadi and all attain love of God. A child like Prahlad, Dhruva and all, they all became pure devotees at 5 years of age. Animals and birds can't go to school, but Hanuman and Jatayu became pure devotees. I given 5 examples. You saw that? That means, is there anything that will stop you from doing bhakti? Nothing. Nobody can say. Lord says, if you are poor, poor people can come to me also, he says. Anybody can come to me. So now you have activity. Go to the next page. 54. You all can do those 10 activities. Answers may be 1 or 2 or more also. So you have tick mark the correct answers, okay? Then? Okay, let us go to the answers. Who criticized Lord Chaitanya for chanting, dancing? See, Prakashanand Saraswati, yeah. Which is the law book of ISKCON? See, incredible version. Difference between mundane dharma and spiritual dharma? Correct. And what is the ultimate duty or occupation of soul? See and actually only see. Yeah, because once you do see, other things are automatically taken care. Actually, selfless service to humanity, many people are doing on a mundane platform. Actually, that selflessness is the shadowy selflessness of the soul. Soul's selflessness towards Krishna is the original. In this world, there may be some selfless service to humanity. But why selfless service to humanity is not considered that great, I will tell you in a minute. See, if you give food to somebody today, they'll come back to you tomorrow. Correct, no? If you give food for a week, next week he'll come back. If you give food for 1 year, next year he'll come back and say, I'm hungry again. 1 year is over now. Whole life you gave food. Next life they'll be reborn again. Sir, I'm reborn now. Please give again. Correct, no? But if you give Krishna consciousness to your jiva and send him back home, back to Godhead, will he again come back to you and demand anything? No. That's the point. Similarly, one man in Pune Karodpati was traveling in a very posh, very big car. Suddenly in one place he got an accident and his knee broke and leg broke. But immediately there was no hospital in the neighborhood. It took him 1 hour to reach the hospital. They had to amputate his leg from knee below. But he was a very big Karodpati. So the place where he got the accident, he has made a big orthopedic hospital now in Pune. And then he said, this hospital will give free treatment for any kind of fractures of people. He said, why? Because I got accident here and there was no hospital nearby. Therefore, he said, I am going to make a hospital for the welfare of all people. Everybody can come here and take treatment. Even today, if you go, big crowd in the hospital. It's a free hospital. So he thought he's a very intelligent man making such a hospital, but one thought came in my mind. Why should people get fracture only in that place only? They can get anywhere, no? So can you make in every place one hospital like that? Not possible. Or you repair a broken leg, somebody can get a heart problem. You repair a heart, somebody can get brain tumor. Repair a brain, somebody can get kidney problem. Correct, no? So the body is a dying phenomenon. No matter how many big hospitals you build, ultimately the body is going to collapse. So feeding food or opening hospitals, this is not going to ultimately do the ultimate good for the soul. The ultimate good for the soul is send him back home, back to. That is the point. That's the reason we are saying only the C answer. That doesn't mean in Vedic Dharma we don't give food. When people come to temple, here also you see they give a lot of prasad, correct, no? But the prasadam giving and all this should be combined along with spiritual gift of holy name, correct, no? Yeah. What is the key message of the verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 1 to 6? Love of God should be motivated by pure desire for liberation. C, no, that's B. C is supreme desire. Correct. C is the answer. What is meant by ahaitaki in the context of love for God? Expressing love for anyone with a motivation. Unmotivated devotion service Supreme Lord. No motivation. See, ahaitaki in the context for love of God means unmotivated devotional service to Supreme Lord. And also, D is no motivation in spiritual life. Correct. C and D. C and D. Why it is not A? Expressing love for anyone without motivation is not it's not included. A. Why? Because that is mundane love. We are talking about spiritual love. So unmotivated devotional service to Supreme Lord. In context of love of God, is talking about unmotivated devotional service. C is the main answer. If you at all have to include one more, then D can be included because we don't keep any motivation while doing devotional service. And seventh one, which is following, is not an example of aparitigata and serving God only during exams. Because it is not an example of aparitigata. Correct. D is the answer. Yeah. What is the nature of worldly love according to the teachings? B, motivated by sense gratification, correct? Motivated by sense gratification, correct. And what is the outcome of a religious practice that does not awaken love for God? Only see. See, outcome of religious practice that does not awaken love for God is shrama eva hi kevalam. It is useless labor, it is said. And according to the scriptures and great acharyas, what is the purpose of human life? Huh? To awaken one's original love for God and eternity. Correct. Perfect. Very good, yeah. So, now comes a very important concept of rasa or mellows. You see, like I have given the list of fruits, the 6 type of tastes I mentioned here. You see, sweet, sour, pungent, astringent, salty, bitter. Correct, no? These type of rasas are experienced in different type of fruits. Similarly, all of you think for a moment, someone with whom your relationship is like a Karela juice, huh? Like a bitter gourd juice, correct, no? On the other hand, you may have somebody with whom your relationship is like a mango juice, correct, no? So we all have sometimes fond relationships. You are longing to meet somebody. On the other hand, you are running away from somebody, correct, no? So we have different type of relationships. So relationships are comparable to fruit juices. Huh? Now think about a man who is working hard, in the company and bringing money to his wife to get her a good saree and give some toys to his children. He gets some rasa, correct, in the family. Otherwise, why does he take family responsibility? But that rasa is temporary. Same with selflessness, like somebody says, I'm patriot of a country, I will lay down my life for the country as a freedom fighter and all that. They may do that. But when they die, in the next life, they don't take birth in the same country. They may be born in America, they may be born in Russia, or Europe, somewhere else. So the rasa they get as a nationalist, rasa they get as a philanthropist, rasa they get as a householder, all these rasas are temporary. Is that clear to everybody? Because the soul is eternal, but the body is temporary. So this is the important point to understand it with mundane rasa. Go to the next page. See, we have given different pleasures, physical, mental. For example, eating pleasure is physical pleasure. Sex pleasure is physical. How long it lasts? Put a gulab jamun in your mouth, when it goes down the throat, it's finished. After that, it cannot last for a very, very long time. Take the mental pleasure, like for example, hearing a music, or sometimes romantic activities, daydreaming, all these different things are given. See, mental pleasures are longer than physical pleasures. You agree? Like if you like the cinema song, you keep murmuring for 2-3 months. After that, the song is boring. Then you go for another one. Like that, keep changing. Intellectual pleasures are even more last longing. Imagine, any of you here is a good chess player? Yeah? Isn't it? When you made an amazing move in the chess and you checkmated somebody, you get a thrill. Say you became champion of India. But after 4 years, somebody else becomes champion. Then you feel unhappy after that. Intellectual pleasure doesn't last forever. Isn't it? And egoistic pleasure, you are the first one to place the flag in Mount Everest. How long the pleasure will last? Whole lifetime. Next life, he will not even remember what I did in the previous life. Correct, no? Yeah. So, sometimes you do something extraordinary, then you get intellectual or egoistic pleasure. In my engineering college, first year, I was solving one differential equation problem. See, in differential equations, you have one standard formula you may be knowing. Y power integral pdx equal to q power integral pdx dx plus c. Standard formula, correct, no? Put all the differential equations into that and you can solve them. So, when I was trying to solve with that, it was not getting solved in that. It was a little different type of differential equation. Then I took another route to solve it. And in 4 steps, I arrived at the answer. And I looked at M.K. Venkatraman, his mathematics book. He had taken 4 pages. And then he arrived at the same answer. I was wondering, am I right? Or sometimes you do 2 mistakes you do, it becomes right answer sometimes, correct? I was little wondering. Then I wrote to the author, sir, I took a shortcut like this. I don't know why you have taken a long cut like this. I don't know, is my method also correct? Please kindly tell me. And within a week, I got a reply. He said, oh, yours was a smart idea. You smartly took this direction. So I'm going to publish this new approach in my next book, next copy. He said, wow, I felt I am like a mini Ramanujam. It's a small thing you do. So that pleasure was lasting for almost 4 or 5 years, correct? No? When you do something like that. So we all get thrill in our life, some intellectual thrill, sometimes egoistic thrill. Like you are the first one to do something, you get egoistic thrill, correct? No? But all these are what thrills? They're all mundane thrills. Yeah, one like eating and sex pleasure lasts for a few minutes only. Huh? Mental pleasure lasts for a few months only. Intellectual pleasure for a few years. Egoistic pleasure for one lifetime. But understand one thing, spiritual people means don't think they don't want pleasure, they want to go to Himalayas and renounce everything. Spiritualists are the people who are the most intelligent people according to Shastra because they go for the biggest pleasure. Please all of you repeat the famous verse. Ramante yogino anante satyananda chidatmani iti ramapade nasau param brahma vidiyate. This verse says the yogis are like a crane. A crane is standing like this in water. You have seen that. All small fishes will come. He will allow them to go. And fishes will be wondering why he is not catching. Is he a statue or is he a proper crane watching like this? When the big fish comes, he'll catch it. Huh? Similarly, the yogi is a connoisseur of pleasure. He will not go for chota-mota pleasures. Sex life is insignificant. Eating is insignificant. Huh? Name, fame, glory in this world is insignificant. But what is the greatest bliss? The greatest bliss is to be a servant of the greatest person. Huh? Who is the greatest personality? Krishna. Like one man, first he was serving under one panchayat. Huh? One day he came to see panchayat is going to Tahsil, Tahsildar. So he said, Tahsildar is bigger than you. He said, yeah, Tahsildar is the person I report to. He said, sir, if you don't mind, can I serve Tahsildar? Yes. He said, okay, no problem. Then one day Tahsildar went to the collector. He was reporting. Then he asked, is collector bigger? He said, oh, collector is for the whole district. Many Tahsildars come and report to him. He said, sir, if you don't mind, introduce me to the collector, I can serve him. He said. Then he served the collector. Then he saw the collector was going to the king to submit a account report. Then he understood, the king is a big fellow and thousands of people are saluting him. He has a big golden chariot and mukut and everything. So he asked the Tahsildar, sir, is it all right? Sorry, he asked the collector, sir, please introduce me to the king. I want to serve him. So then he became the king's servant directly, this fellow. And one day he saw the king was going to the Banki Bihari temple in Vrindavan. And he went and bowed down to God there. And the man asked, my dear king, I never thought you will bow down to anybody. You are the biggest man, I thought. He said, no. Ultimately, whatever I do, it's all by God's grace. I regularly come here to bow down to God, he said. Then he told the king, if you don't mind, can I serve in this temple only? I will serve God directly. King said, oh, that's very wonderful. You are more fortunate. To fully serve God, you can do that. So that evening, the man came to Banki Bihari temple, but the Pujari was locking the temple, putting a big lock. The man said, sir, I wanted to see the darshan. He said, no, this is not the time. It's 8 o'clock now. Go back, come tomorrow, he said. So the Brahman Pujari locked and went away. So outside there was a veranda. This fellow just lied in the veranda, hoping that, I'll meet my greatest master tomorrow, whom even kings bow down to. I will meet him tomorrow. So he lied down there only. Next day morning when Pujari came, he saw the chadar of the Lord deity, Banki Bihari, put on the body of this man. He shouted at the man, hey, how did you take the chadar of the Lord? He said, I don't know anything. I was just sleeping at night. I don't know who put this chadar on me. Then the Brahman Pujari saw that the lock was as it is. Nobody can open that lock. He only had the key. Then he understood that Banki Bihari, out of affection for this fellow, because he was sleeping in a chill winter, Lord personally put it. He understood that he is very dear to Lord because he had a staunch desire to serve Banki Bihari. Then the Pujari included him as a Pujari. So you can also daily do worship. So in this way, that man went on to serve the greatest personality in the whole creation. He started with Panchayat, then went to Tahsil, then went to collector like that. Similarly, in your pleasure also, chota pleasure, little bigger, little bigger. The biggest pleasure is spiritual pleasure. When you connect with Supreme Lord, you have a friend who is the owner of everything. Say, I don't have to get a car or a scooter or I don't have to get money or anything because I know Krishna. Then if Krishna can provide me everything, that means everything is included in Krishna's pocket, correct now? You don't have to separately seek anything. See, when I went to America recently, I was going to 18, in 2008, I went to around 18 places. Now I go to about 12 places every time. One fellow sent a WhatsApp message to me saying that, Prabhu, these days you are traveling in Tesla car. He said, I said, Tesla car? I have not seen also. He said, no, Prabhuji, how can you say you are not seen? You are sitting in it. I saw it, he said. I said, really? Because different people take me in different cars. Then I came to know the Tesla car is a car which opens like this. I only told that it opens like Garuda's wings. It opens like this. So I told you whether you take me in a Tesla car or an ambassador car makes no difference. I have to just go for a program, correct? No? But I saw that when you are preaching God's message, Krishna will arrange a vehicle for you, Krishna will arrange a plane for you, Krishna will arrange prasad for you, Krishna will arrange people, to organize things for you. You just have to glorify the Lord, that's all. As long as you are ready to transparently do that, all other arrangements, who will do? Krishna will. Therefore, you make friendship with Krishna, then you don't need to seek anything in life. Separately. Sudama made friendship with whom? Did he ask Krishna to please give me a big house? Did he ask, please give me a lot of servant maids and servants? Did he ask, give food for my children and wife? What did he ask? Nothing. He didn't ask anything. He was just a friend of Krishna, that's all. He loved Krishna and went to give him some cheap rice, that's all. So, that is spiritual pleasure. Spiritual pleasure actually is when you can connect with the Lord. Now you do the activity. In the page. Okay, how many of you done it? Okay. See, which of the following best represents physical pleasure? Correct. See, eating delicious food. What is the limitation of intellectual pleasure? It fades when someone outperforms you. According to Srila Prabhupada, why is material advancement ultimately futile? Yeah, it can make people proud also. And also one loses it all at death and starts from zero again. A and C. And what distinguishes spiritual pleasure from all other forms of pleasure? It is eternal, fulfilling, and continuous beyond death. Correct. Very true. And what lesson do we learn from the example of Alexander the Great? No amount of wealth can purchase even a single breath. That's what I said in the notes here. Anything else? That's the only one, no? Which one? The 5 is only C, correct? Yeah, correct. So, now you are clearly understanding it. What is mundane and what is divine. So, divine is called Bhakti Rasa. And see, directly you can skip these things and let's go to the table, because some of this you have learned before. There is one activity in page 61. 61, can do that also too. Yeah, you can do that. So just two quizzes are there. Actually, you need a little explanation for this. See, these two words are very, very important words. Bhogatyaga and another one is called Chapala. Did you learn that in the other one when you did Passport for Happiness? These two words came? Bhogatyaga came? And Chapala? No. See, Bhogatyaga is what? See, one girl went and told her parents that I want to marry this boy. And her parents said, hey, he's a Christian and you are a Hindu and you are a Brahmani, and how will you marry him? She said, don't ask me any question. If you ask me a question, I'll commit suicide, she said. Parents became afraid. They said, do what you want. She got married. 1 year later, she came and said, Papa, I want to, I want to divorce that boy. Hey, let us sit and discuss. He said, no discussion. If you tell me to discuss, then I'll commit suicide, she said. They said, do what you want, they said. So you can see, initially she wanted bhog, now she wants tyag. That's the nature of the material world. Initially, you chase after something. Like, for example, one day I was traveling in a train. I was sitting in the berth and watching. Below, there was one big family, joint family with 20 people. Everybody purchased samosa and they were eating. Hot samosa. You are like samosa? Stuffed with that and very layer by layer, so attractive. It was also fragrant. One old man was there along with them. He was 70 years old. Seeing all the people eating samosa, he got enthusiastic. He also ate 7, 8 samosas. Huh? And then he went to sleep. Next day morning, he was catching belly. Ah! Early morning, he was screaming. Huh? So night while eating, he enjoyed. Correct? That's called bhog. Next day morning, yeah, now you want to get rid of samosas. He has developed a samosa phobia. Huh? Now he says, I don't want to touch samosa at all. In this world, first people want to enjoy bhog. When they do bhog, they get sickness. They get rog. When they get rog, then they do yoga. Huh? To get well, correct? After yoga, they get little healthy. Again, they go for bhog. Huh? So bhog, rog, yoga. The triangle. Keep going round and round in that. So that is called bhog. The nature of material pleasure is like that. Huh? That is explained there. And similarly, another word is used, chapala sukha. What is chapala sukha? Chapala sukha means, look at the picture in page number 60. There's a man and woman embracing tightly. You see that picture. They seem very happy with each other. The next picture, they are fighting. You are seeing that? Huh? So you will see that the pleasure lasts only for a short time. How many of you, when you got your first bicycle, you were thrilled by the bicycle, correct? Isn't it? Even the rubber smell is very attractive. Huh? When I got the first bicycle, I never removed the plastic covers also. Huh? Yeah. I was going around the ground 3 times. My father said, why are you wasting your time? I said, I'm just checking out how the cycle is functioning. Huh? He said, it'll function well. You go to school with the bike. Why do you roam around? Because you fall in love with the cycle, correct now? But how long will that attraction last? After 3 months, will the cycle be attractive? No. Similarly, when you got a calculator, you don't even remove the cover also. Huh? Isn't it? And after 3 months, 6 months, attraction is gone. That's the point. Chapala sukha is like that. The attraction fades away. Yeah, isn't it? Yeah. Like for example, yeah, a boy, from a distance is attracted to a slim-looking girl, very beautiful-looking. Oh, how she speaks, sweet voice, like cuckoo, walks like a peacock, and he thinks like that. Huh? Very attractive. But then when he marries her, both of them become married now, and they beget 3, 4 children. Now she becomes fat now, like this goes. Attraction, will it be there? No, it was there before. Now it fades away. It's called chapala sukha. Chapala sukha means initially there is attraction, eventually attraction goes away. Now she gets sick, take me to doctor, she says. And then the children have to be admitted in the school. Correct now? All those things come. Then a person thinks, oh, this is not what I wanted. Because he was looking only for happiness. So chapala sukha means like a chewing gum. Initially smelling nice, tasting nice, but after half an hour, chawa, 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 no taste. Goes away. That is chapala sukha. Yeah. Now you answer the 2 questions, 61, page number 61 below, on the next page. Okay, what best illustrates the limitation of material enjoyment as described in the concept of Bhagatya? A person oscillates between indulgence and rejection but remains unsatisfied. Correct, yeah. And then, why is Bhakti Rasa considered superior to mundane Rasa according to Srimad Bhagavatam? Because it is uninterrupted, unmotivated, and eternally satisfying to the soul. Any other answer? B, yeah? Because it's an easier path to follow than renunciation, he's saying Bhakti Rasa. And then because it ensures success in material endeavors. Actually, it may be, but we are not concerned about them. Huh? But we are only concerned about the C. It's uninterrupted. Why it's considered superior to mundane Rasa? Because uninterrupted, unmotivated, eternally satisfying to the soul. Yeah. See, sometimes the path may be easier to follow than renunciation, but the end result is also important. Like sense gratification is more easy than renunciation, but end result is not good. Correct, no? Therefore, the answer is C. See, now the colorful table which is given, it's very easy to go through. I want 2 of you to read. Take 2 mics with you. One side mundane Rasa, one side Bhakti Rasa. Cut, you should read fast, okay? Give the mic, two of you. Yeah. Yes. And others, I will give you a chance for the drama, okay? There's going to be one skit is coming, for that you can read others, okay? Yes. Mic nahi aayo. Mic kidhar hai? Okay, read, two of you. Mundane, you say mundane rasa, you will say bhakti rasa, okay? You should read quickly, yeah.
Mundane rasa, like bamboo, biting pleasure. Derived with material body and mind.
Other devotee should say bhakti rasa.
Bhakti rasa, like sugarcane biting pleasure.
Yeah, see, bamboo and sugarcane look similar, right now? But when you bite a sugarcane, you get juice. When you bite a bamboo, you break your tooth. So sense gratification is like that, biting a bamboo. Because a man thought bamboo also looks like sugarcane. When he tried to taste it, he broke his tooth. So sense gratification is like that. Okay, go ahead.
Derived with material body and mind.
Derived by soul seva to Supreme Lord.
Yes. Go ahead.
Material pleasures achieved through senses, mind, etc. are pale and thin.
Bhakti bliss is oceanic, beyond earthly, heavenly, and even pleasure of moksha.
One boy was asking me yesterday, Prabhuji, what is the difference between soul and mind? He was asking. Actually, body, mind, soul, out of the three, our body and mind are material. And soul is spiritual. Soul is the real person. He has two coverings. Mind for keeping your desires and body for executing desires. Very simple. Mind is like a hard disk. And body is like servo motors. Correct, no? So in one you store the desires, other one you execute desires. Both are material, but the soul is spiritual. So as he says here, bhakti gives you bliss, which is beyond earthly, heavenly, and even beyond moksha also, beyond 0, 0 also. Go to the positive axis, correct, no? Yeah. Next one.
Chapal chuk, temporary and fading. For example,
like the chewing gum which I told you just now. On the other side, Amrita.
Amrita, sweet and ever fresh. Bhakti rasa, the loving service of the Lord, is called Amrita, that which does not die but exists eternally, ever increasing and ever fresh.
Correct. And then mundane rasa?
Temporary. At that, everything is finished and one has to begin a new chapter of life in a new situation. Perhaps higher or lower than the last one. One may be in an IITian, but when he dies, he may be reborn as a child and has to begin with Baba Baba Black Sheep.
Correct, now. Like can Radheshyamdas carry his degree to the next life? See, I'm taking new birth as a baby and say, from previous life, IIT degree, can I bring it? I have to start with Baba Black Sheep, isn't it? Yeah. And then?
Permanent. Bhakti rasa permanent. Bhakti does not finish with the end of life. If one has done 60% bhakti, in the next life, one starts with 61%.
See, what is the meaning of this? I'll tell you. How many of you write computer programs and you debug it? How many of you do that? Many of you do it, correct now? So say you have 100 bugs in the computer program. 20 bugs you have done today. So tomorrow you will start from 21st bug, correct now? 60 bugs are done in the next 2 days. Then later again you open the program, you have to start from 61, correct now? Because I have experience of this also. When I joined the company, I used to write a program for bearing design. When Mathur and Plato, British company, was working. So sometimes in those days we used to have Fortran program, very old. Later on many things came, C++ and Java, many things came. So the program would be like 3,000 lines. When I am running it, somewhere in 500th or 600th line, it will get stuck because some bugs have to be changed, removed. So you keep on debugging, then when the full program is debugged, the whole thing will run very smoothly. You feel very happy. Similarly, in our mind, there are bugs like Kama, Krodha, Lobha are all like bugs. You keep removing. As the bugs are removed, when 100% bugs are removed, then you go back to got it, because program is fully smoothly running. Correct, no? Otherwise, we come again and again. But the beauty is what? If you have removed already 60 bugs, you will start from 61st bug, like that. That's the point in bhakti. Bhakti is always cumulative total. It's one very important thing you should know. You can do this debugging only in a human body. In your mind, because see, your mind is like a USB stick. The subtle body is like a USB stick. So USB stick you can put in a computer and then open the program and debug it. Can you use the USB stick in any other machine? Milling machine, drilling machine, billing, all those machines? Tailoring machine, can you do anything? There's only one machine in which you can open the program. Which one? Computer. So computer is like the human body. Other machines are like buffalo's body, goat's body, dog's body, cat's body. In all those bodies, you cannot debug. That means they have subtle body or not? They have subtle body, but are they getting purification? Zero purification. They cannot make any progress. If they have debugged in the previous human life, whatever situation their subtle body is in, same thing it will be there. They can't purify. They have to just work off their karma in animal bodies. Whereas right now you all have human bodies. This is the body in which you can do debugging. It's possible. Yeah. And you can make progress. Go ahead. Yeah.
Example, Gajendra, Bharata, etc. continued their bhakti yoga from previous life and attained perfection and back to Godhead.
Yeah. And many have gone back to Godhead like that. Yeah, like Gajendra and others. Go ahead. Next one. Result.
Lose everything and start collecting all over again. For example, many great world leaders like Hitler, Alexander, Aurangzeb accumulated power, property, and wealth of others by fear or fall means. But they left behind everything, died, and were taken to crematorium with empty hands. What is the use of spending whole life gathering mundane wealth and goods that are going to leave us one day? This is like moving a stone boulder from bottom of mountain to top of mountain and rolling it down from top to bottom.
Correct, na? Yeah, this is actually coming in a Greek story called Sisyphus. Sisyphus was given a punishment by the Greek king. Every day morning, get up and then take the stone, big stone boulder to the top of the mountain. Once you reach that, leave it. It'll come back. Again, you lift it up. Morning to evening, he has to do it. And you'll be whipped by people if he doesn't lift. So our life is also, material life is like that. From LKG, UKG, 4th standard, 10th standard, 12th, then engineering, then doctorate, postdoctorate, made a lot of money, saved money, bank balance big, come back to zero. Baba black sheep again. And then go again. Every life we are doing like that. That's the point made here. Material life. Yeah.
Then again, endeavoring to start all over again, moving it from bottom to top of mountain. Isn't it a foolish act?
Bhakti Rasa. Result. Go back to Godhead and enjoy an everlasting bliss. Bhaktas who engage in devotional service accumulate Bhakti Sukriti, which is undeletable and non-depletable.
Yeah, it is undeletable and non-depletable. Non-depletable means it doesn't diminish. Undeletable means you cannot delete. Just like a command file in a computer, you put a cursor and say delete, access denied, it says, no? So bhakti cannot be deleted because it's directly under Krishna. Nobody can touch it. Yeah.
And goes with us even beyond death of one body, eventually leading one back to Godhead. Lord Krishna promises that one who returns to the spiritual world will become free from birth, old age, disease, death, and will enjoy unending spiritual bliss in spiritual world. Example, Shastras give example of Dhruva, Ajamila, Narada, Bhishma, Tukaram, and many others boarding Vaikuntha airplanes and returning to the spiritual world for all time to come.
Panduranga, Hila Sukhi
From this place, Tukaram was taken alive in the self-same body in a Vaikuntha plane. That place is just 1 hour from Pune. If any of you come to Pune, you can see. The English caption also you can see below. Here was the place where he was taken alive to Vaikuntha by Lord Vishnu's carriers. You heard about Tukaram? Yeah, he's a very great devotee in Maharashtra, pure devotee of Lord Rukmini Dwarkadish Vittal Rakma.
आता तुम्हा सर्वांना माझं शेवटचं एकच सांगणं आहे की सुखी संसारी असावे, चित्त परब्रह्मे ठेवावे. अखंड नाम हा परब्रह्म गाठण्याचा माझ्या अनुभवाचा एकच अगदी सोपा मार्ग आहे. त्यानं ईश्वरावरील श्रद्धा अचल होते, चित्त शुद्ध होते. स्वैर संचारी मनाला ईश्वरी प्रेमाखेरीस कशानंही वेसण घालता येत नाही. मनाच्या या प्रेममय अवस्थेला एकविध भाव म्हणतात. अखंड नामोच्चारानं हा एकविध भाव आपल्या अंतःकरणात उत्पन्न करून परमेश्वर प्राप्ती करून घेता येते. आणि मग मुखी नाम हाती मोक्ष ऐशी साक्ष बहुतांची. अवघे लाभ होती या चिंतने नाम संकीर्तने गोविंदाच्या. हा हा हा. पैलाले हरी शंख चक्र शोभे करी, शंख चक्र शोभे करी, शंख चक्र शोभे करी. करुण येतो फडकारे नाभी नाभी म्हणे त्वरे, नाभी म्हणे त्वरे, नाभी नाभी म्हणे त्वरे. मुकुट कुंडलांच्या दीप्ती तेजे लोपला गबसती, लोपला गबसती तेजे लोपला गबसती. मेघ श्याम वर्ण हरी मोती डोळस साजिरी, डोळस साजिरी मोती डोळस साजिरी. चतुर्भुज वैजयंती गळामाळ हे रुळती, गळामाळ हे रुळती, गळामाळ हे रुळती. पीतांबर झळके कैसा उजळल्या दाही दिशा, उजळल्या दाही दिशा, उजळल्या दाही दिशा. तुका झाला से संतुष्ट घरा आले वैकुंठ पीठ, आले वैकुंठ पीठ घरा आले वैकुंठ पीठ. पांडुरंग हरी जय जय पांडुरंग हरी जय जय पांडुरंग हरी जय जय पांडुरंग हरी जय जय पांडुरंग 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 पांडुरंग. आम्ही जातो आमच्या गावा आमचा राम राम घ्यावा, राम राम घ्यावा आमचा राम राम घ्यावा. आम्ही जातो आमच्या गावा आमचा राम राम घ्यावा, राम राम घ्यावा आमचा राम राम घ्यावा. तुमची आमची हेची भेटी येथून या जन्मती, येथून या जन्मतुटी, येथून या जन्मतुटी. आता असो द्यावी दया तुमच्या लागत से पाया, लागत से पाया तुमच्या लागत से पाया. येतान यथामी कोणी विठ्ठल विठ्ठल बोलावानी, विठ्ठल बोलावानी, विठ्ठल विठ्ठल बोलावानी. रामकृष्ण मुखी बोला तुका जातो वैकुंठाला, जातो वैकुंठाला तुका जातो. पांडुरंग हरे, पांडुरंग हरे, पांडुरंग हरे, पांडुरंग हरे, पांडुरंग हरे, पांडुरंग हरे, पांडुरंग हरे.
You saw, huh? This is Tukaram going back to Godhead. That's what I was, we were talking about that, huh? People going back to Godhead. So,
कौसल्या सुप्रजा रामपूर्वा संध्या प्रवर्तते. उत्तिष्ठ नरशार्दूल कर्तव्यं दैवमान्धिकम्. कौसल्या सुप्रजा रामपूर्वा संध्या प्रवर्तते. उत्तिष्ठ नरशार्दूल कर्तव्यं दैवमान्धिकम्.
dead, huh? Vaikuntha. That is Gajendra going back to Godhead. So I showed you two things I showed you now. Huh? Gajendra going back to Godhead. And so now I want two devotees to read this dialogue. Please come here on the stage. Yeah. Any two devotees take the mic? Yeah, yeah. Okay, one more here, yeah. You can come here. Take the mic. We have one more mic. Who has the other mic with you? He needs one more. This one, page number 64. Read that. So you take, who has a stronger voice? Who has a stronger voice? One will play the Ram, another one will play Prabhupada Vani Maharaj. Yes. Oh, you start, Ram.
Maharaj, you say we have to thank God, we have to love God, etc. But some of my friends ask me, since I can't see God eye to eye, how can I love Him?
God is Adhokshaja. Adhaha means cut down. Akshaja means direct perception. Adhokshaja, you cannot understand God by direct perception. You have got your eyes, but if you want to see where is God, show me. That is not immediately possible. You have to prepare your eyes to see God.
Okay, can you tell me how can I prepare my eyes to see God?
You have to learn it by Shruti, by hearing. Hearing is also experience. If you simply hear about God, then you will see God.
What happens by hearing about God?
Because there is a cloud of dirtiness, lust, anger, and greed within our heart. Unless that dirtiness is cleansed, we cannot perceive God. Therefore, this process of chanting Hare Krishna mantra is described by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Cheto Darpana Marjanam, cleansing the mirror of heart. Just like unless you cleanse the mirror, which is full of dust, you cannot see your face very nicely unless your heart is cleansed of all sinful reaction. You cannot understand what is God.
Oh, that's nice. If I chant Hare Krishna, how does it cleanse my sinful reactions?
In the Bhagavad Gita, it is said, Yesham antahagatam papam janmanam punya karmanam. Everyone in this material world is suffering the sinful reaction of our past life or this life. But Krishna says that I can give you protection from all reaction of sinful life if you surrender unto me. So, to become free from all sinful life, there is only simple method. If you surrender to Krishna, that is the beginning of bhakti. Yato bhaktir adhokshaje. Bhakti life begins when you fully surrender unto the lotus feet of God by chanting Hare Krishna.
Yes, Maharaj, by chanting Hare Krishna, I can do Bhakti Yoga, by which Lord Sri Krishna, as per his promise in Gita, will destroy all my sinful reactions, isn't it?
Yes, you're right.
So, is Krishna worship meant only for Hindus? Ram. So, is this chanting for Hare Krishna method applicable only to Hindus? What about Muslims and Christians?
It doesn't matter whether you are a Hindu or a Muslim or Christian or Buddhist. Now, the Westerners, the Europeans, Americans, they understood. They do not say that, why should I accept Krishna? He is Indian. He was Hindu. No. Krishna is for everyone, just like the sun. The same sun, it rises, first of all, rises in India, then gradually goes to Europe. Does it mean the European sun and the Indian sun, they are different? Similarly, God is one for everyone. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Sarva Yonishu Kaunteya. I am the seed giving father for all living beings. Mamaivansha Jiva Bhutaha. Every living entity, they are my part and parcel. As the sons, daughters, they are part and parcel of the father.
Every religionist says that their religion is best. What do we do?
Yes, you may advertise yourself, or I may advertise myself. I am a great religious person, but the test is how much you have learned to love God, how much you have advanced in the process. Your system of religion is first class if you can develop your general love for Krishna or God, Adhokshaja. That is the test.
Love for God versus love for dog. Some boys says you may love God, but I love a girl. And other boys say they spend time walking with their puppy dogs. whom they love very much. What do we tell them?
Love for God is divine. Love for some girl or a puppy dog is mundane. Those who love God return to spiritual world after death. Those who are attached to temporary perishable beauties of this world are born again to go through birth, old age, disease, and death. If they don't utilize the chance of human life to purify their hearts.
Some of my other friends say they wish to dedicate their life for country because they love their country with their hearts and souls.
The loving propensity is there in me. I love some boy. I love some girl. I love my family. I love my society. I love my country. The loving propensity is there. There is no doubt. Everyone, even cats and dogs, because he is living entity, he has got that loving propensity. A tiger also loves its cubs, but this love, when it will be applied to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that is the perfection of life. Savai punsam paro dharma, yato bhaktir adhokshaje.
Very good, Haribol. So very nicely they read it, very beautifully. So in essence, many people say, can you show me God? So what did Prabhupada say about seeing God? What homework we have to do to see God? We have to? Yeah, we have to purify our heart to be able to see Him. And currently, our heart is clouded with sinful reactions, correct now? So when the sinful reactions are cleansed, so how do you cleanse the sinful reactions, he said? By chanting the holy name. That was one thing. And then somebody may ask, you guys are worshipping Krishna, but what about Muslims and Christians? What did Prabhupada say about that? Is there an American son, Indian son? Huh? Is Krishna Indian? No. No, Krishna says, Aham Bija. I am father of all living beings. He doesn't say I am father of only Indians or I am only father of Hindus. He doesn't say that. All creatures I am the father, he says. So therefore, one should know that Krishna is God for everybody. What about some people say that Krishna only recently appeared in Dwapara Yuga? What about people in Satya Yuga? People ask. See what Prabhupada says, I will show you regarding this. Is Krishna, one boy was telling me, sir, Lord Rama is more senior than Krishna. Huh? He was telling. You know, and Prabhupada gives an answer. You can read this one of you. Read this, yeah? Please read it.
There are so many fools who...
No, your mic is not loud enough.
Prabhu.
Yeah, read it.
There are many fools who claim that worship of Krishna began only about 5,000 years ago, after the appearance of Lord Krishna in India. But this is not a fact. Prahlad Maharaj worshipped Krishna millions of years ago. Prahlad happened to be a descendant of the family of Maharaj Dhruv, who reigned for 36,000 years during the Satya Yuga age. Unless his total lifespan was 100,000 years, how could Dhruv Maharaj reign over the world for 36,000 years? The point is that Krishna worship existed at the beginning of creation and has continued to exist throughout Satyuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, and how it is continuing and now it is continuing in Kali Yuga. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna appears not only in this millennium of Brahma's life, but in every millennium. Therefore, worship of Krishna is conducted in all millenniums. It is not that Krishna worship began only when Krishna appeared on this planet 5,000 years ago. This is a foolish conclusion that is not substantiated.
You understood all of you?
By Vedic literature.
See, in this verse, Prahlad Maharaj worshipped Krishna, it's mentioned here. Titikshor yatavagdanta urdvareta jitanilaha Arirada Hishu Krishnam Atarattavottamam. Is that translation?
Maharaja Prathu underwent all these severe austerities in order to control his words and his senses, to refrain from discharging his semen, and to control the life air within his body. All this he did for the satisfaction of Krishna. He had no other purpose.
See, he did tapasya. Third line says, Arirateshu Krishnam. This is Satya Yuga. Similarly, you will find You will always find this famous verse. Prabhupada will quote this often. Savai mana Krishna padara vindayor vachamsi vaikuntha gunanu varnane karau harer mandiramarjanadishu shrutim chakara chuta satkathodaye Mukundalingālaya darshane drishau Tadbhrityagatra sparshenga sangamam Granam cha tatpada saroja saurabhe Shrimat tulasya rasanam tadarpite Padau Hare Kshetra Padanusarpane Shiro Hrishikesha Padabhivandane Kamam Chadasye Natu Kama Kamyaya Yathottama Janashrayaratihi. See, this is about one great king whose name was Ambarish Maharaj. What he did daily, Savai Manak Krishna Padara Vindayor. In his mind, he remembered Krishna's Padara Vinda, lotus feet. Vachamsi, with his mouth, he glorified Krishna Katha. Karau, with his hand, Harer Mandira Marjanadishu. He went to clean the Krishna temple daily. He would wipe the temple. Shrutim, his ears he used for hearing Achyuta Katha, which means Krishna Katha, he heard. And then it says Mukunda Linga Alaya Darsh. Who is Mukunda? Anybody knows? Krishna, yeah. Linga means deity. So he went to the Krishna temples to worship, to see Krishna's deity with his eyes, just like all of you are seeing Radha Madhav daily morning, like that. Tadbhritya Gatra means he touched the feet of devotees, bowed down to devotees. Granam means nose. With his nose, he smelled the flower. Here also you do that, correct? Yeah, flower offered to Krishna, it was given to him, he smelled it. And Srimad Tulasya Rasana means with his tongue he tasted prasadam offered with Tulasi. And with his feet, what he did, Pada Hare Kshetra, means he went to Krishna's temple and used the leg for walking to temple and used the head for bowing down to Lord Krishna. In this way, Kamam Chadasya, he conquered all his desires and he never became a slave of lust, it is said. In this way, Ambarish Maharaj became a pure devotee. He was a king of the whole world at one time. He was actually, his ministers did everything and he was a pure devotee. In Pune, our children in Pune do one song, I use my eyes to see Krishna, see Krishna, see Krishna. I use my eyes to see him. I use my ears to hear about Krishna. They do dancing also like this. Hear about Krishna, hear about Krishna. Use my ears to hear about him. Like that, every part of the body can be used in Lord service. So, why I showed you this? This king also belonged to Satya Yuga. But look at this line, Mukunda Lingalaya. That means even in Satya Yuga there were Mukunda Lingalaya, which means there were Krishna temples. Correct now? It's not that Krishna temple was only from the Dwapara Yuga. No. He says that. So in this way, Prabhupada says Krishna is common for all. And even the Sufis in Muslims, they are attracted to Krishna when they become mature in their Muslim Dharma. They come to the point of worshipping Krishna. You have seen, they showed you one Sufi singing. You didn't see that? I'll just show you. Sufi Muslims, they glorify Krishna. this fellow is fun of Allah. He has some 800,000 followers. You can see his, See, they have many other things, many Muslim things you can see this. You can see that these all are Sufis. You can see this. So, why I told you this? There are people, when Muslims, there is one Ismail they worship Krishna directly. They also water tulasi, like we have seen this, what do you call it? Bodhi Muslims. So, similarly, in Christians, you will find those who are Benedictine monks, Franciscan friars, Seventh-day Adventists, none of them will touch meat. They are very strict. They follow the same four regulative principles, what we all follow. And they also have ceaseless prayer, 24 hours chanting. They also do with mala, jap mala they do. And those who are, there is one Matthews who has written a poem where the devotee is like a gopi and God is like a male, supreme Purusha. He has written a poem in the mood of a female's love for a supreme male. That kind of songs even they have written also. So you will find when all the religions at one point of time, when they come to their purity, climax, they will all meet in the same place. You will see that. So therefore, Prabhupada says, it's not that American sun, Indian sun. Sun is only one. God is ultimately one. He is perceived by different people, different levels. And finally, Prabhupada said about love for God, love for dog. Prabhupada said, love for God is spiritual, it will take you back to Godhead, correct? No? Otherwise, any other type of love, puppy love, pussycat love, or boy love, girl love, that will keep you in this world rotating. That point he said. So now you all take a break, and when you come back, we will do these three phases, you saw? So we will understand what about Buddhism, Jainism, and all those different religions. What about why they don't talk about love of God? We will talk about that. And there is a very beautiful, you will enter into spiritual world today. Now when you come back, I will show you a video of what all are there in spiritual world and what happens. So we will see that.